Welcome to Traveling Light, where I take you along on my adventures and share some photographic insights as I go along. Now, I've been a photographer all my life, professional and otherwise, and one thing I love is photography. In this series, I want to firstly have fun, and secondly, learn something new. The focus is on the camera and what it can do. In the last episode, the first in this series, I unboxed my brand new Kodak Charmera and took it for its first spin. Today, I'm taking it for its first major trip, to the Durban Beachfront. I'm tagging along with a friend, so I don't really have an agenda. I'll just shoot what I find. Before we begin, I want to say this up front. I'm not sponsored by Kodak in any shape or form, or by anyone else, to be honest. I paid for this camera. That said, we're here and ready to begin. Some ground rules. I'll show you every image as it was shot, no cropping and no color correction. The object of today's expedition is to get a feel for the Charmera and to assess what it can do. Is it a tool or is it a toy? That's the question I'm asking myself. Let's get some answers. So, I'm just ambling around shooting what's in front of me. It's a very hot day and it's very bright. We'll see how the Charmera copes with such bright conditions. I'm just being opportunistic. Well now, there's something interesting. I've heard about this. There's a statue that's been waiting for unveiling. I've been told it's either Nelson Mandela or Oliver Tambo. There are apparently two. According to the internet, they cost millions, and they've been waiting for unveiling since last year. Bureaucracy in action. Who knows when they'll get to it? It's too funny. Right now, it's a statue of a mummy. I'll definitely have to come back when they've unveiled it. It really can be quite fun here on the beachfront, and there's certainly a lot of opportunities for photography. Even though it's so hot, I am having fun, but I'm not sure what the results will look like. Well, I'm done on the beachfront and on my way home. I thought I'd stop by here at the Durban Botanic Gardens and shoot one or two extras, just in case. Let's start with this bearded bust. Who is it? Wow, John Medley Wood, curator and director of the gardens. And double wow. That was more than 100 years ago. Live and learn. I don't remember seeing this here before, but trust me, that doesn't mean it hasn't been here forever. There's something in particular I've got in mind for the Charmera. When I'm in the gardens, I always make a point to stop by. It's practically a tradition. We're coming up to it now. Here we are, the slave bell and its tiled inscription. I'm no historian, so I did look this one up. The bell commemorates the 1877 landing of 77 liberated slaves from the ship SS Natal at Phoenix Wharf in the Point, Port Natal, which is now Durban Harbour. As I said just now, I've stopped here many times before. The Clock of Life inscription captures something that really resonates in me, a reminder of human frailty and that life should be appreciated. Yes, life is short, so make the most of it. Well, that's the bell and the inscription in the bag, so we're done and dusted. I'll head home and then we can evaluate today's images. First one, great composition, but a fail. It's completely overexposed, a tragedy. Next, number 2, ditto, blown out. The Charmera clearly doesn't handle bright conditions very well. Next, this one's a little better. In fact, I like it. It's the best one so far. We'll move through them swiftly and discard the rejects. Not completely blown out, but not great. Let's move on. This one is a big disappointment. I had high hopes for the statue. I might have to come back, maybe at sunrise or sunset, when it's just not so bright. Moving on. A great concept, and I was thinking like a graphic designer and leaving space for text, like an advert, but also overexposed. Sigh. Next, this one's a little better. I like the diagonals. I think this one is also one of the best ones so far. Blown out again. I said I wouldn't hide the results, even though this one is a bad fail. The Charmera has no ability to handle bright conditions or high contrast. That's sad. If you have a look at the footage from my camera, i.e. my phone, there's no problem. I know the Charmera has a tiny sensor and all that, but this is disappointing. Let's move on. This is much better. The benefit of being in the shade. Much better, so there's still hope. I was beginning to despair. Let's take a look at the last one. Also a big improvement. Well, the rejects are in the bin where they belong, so let's focus on the keepers. So there you are, only 4 out of 10, but I did learn a lot about the Charmera. It's a bit of a vampire. It's not at its best in bright sunlight. And don't even try for silhouettes, unless it's sunrise or sunset. I think you'll be wasting your time. But it's not a complete fail. I did get a few keepers, and I did learn a lot. In the next episode, I'll be able to lean into its strengths. I've got plans. Well, we're done for this week, so that's it for this episode. Spot you next time. Over and out.